Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're coming from the last video, you'll know that we just went over my monthly goals for June. I have 6 goals, and this video is about one of them. So, let me grab my sticky note really quick. I know I just put it on my board. My personal goal for the month is to read a minimum of 6 books, maximum of 10, because I do have a couple other ones that I want to read. But this video is going to focus on the 6 that I want to talk about. So, if you remember from my last video, I did say that my theme for the month in my bullet journal is Gossip Girl. I am planning on rewatching this series on HBO Max throughout the month. And I kind of wanted to do something I think is fun to go with it. And it's something that I want to try to do every month depending on the theme in my bullet journal. Like July's theme is The Greatest Showman. So if y'all have book recommendations that are inspired by or similar to The Greatest Showman, send them my way. Alright, but this month, June, is all about Gossip Girl. And I did struggle with trying to find books that either I myself already had or that my youngest sister, I shouldn't say little, because she's taller than me. But my youngest sister is, she only lives about not even 5 minutes away from me. So it's kind of like having a personal library between the two of us. So the books that I'm going to show you in just a second, those are all of her books. I actually have 7 that I just remembered. I have 7 that I want to read for the month. So my goal should actually be 11, maximum of 11 books. I'll fix that later. The only one I will not physically show in this video is Gossip Girl because I do not have that book myself. And my sister does not have that book. So I'm either going to go out and buy it from a bookstore, or I'm going to borrow it from one of the libraries that I live around. So with that being said, I'm going to show you the books one at a time. But this is the 6 that I physically have with me. So, book number 1. This does not have a book jacket with it. I think it got ruined. I'm not entirely sure. But the first book is going to be The Daughters by, and I am sorry if I say these names wrong, Joanna Philbin? I think that's how you say it. Anyways, my sister recommended me this book. She said that it definitely gives off vibes of Gossip Girl with the kind of like the rich kids trope. High school drama, family drama, gossip, yeah, all of that. So, this is going to be book number 1. This is going to be the first book that I read in my pile here. So, I'm going to set this off to the side. And I will also be doing, like, mini book reviews as well over, mostly on Instagram. I'll probably do Twitter as well. Because I do usually have, like, I haven't started it this year, but last year I did, like, books I read in 2020 thread on Twitter, and it was just, like, every time I finished a book, I'd take, like, a, bookstagram picture, where you take a book and you, like, put it with different props and different lightings and like, layouts, and you take a picture of it. Sorry, lost my train of thought. I do this. I am tired. You could probably see it in my face. I did not get a ton of sleep this weekend. So like this morning when I was laying there in bed, I'm like, I don't want to get up, but I have to get up. So I just have like brain fog going on right now. Anyways, so I will be posting those mostly to Instagram. I might do it to Twitter, but then I'd have to go back and figure out which books I've read so far, because I think I have about 7 or 8 already that I've read this year that I haven't even done a book review on my social media. But anyways, I'm getting off track, so let me hop back to this. So my next book, I actually bought this for my sister, and I told her that I was going to read it, and it just seemed like a great opportunity. This is called Antisocial by Jillian Blake. And we picked this one out together because this basically high school was hacked, and every secret that was submitted to this, what does it say? Phones get hacked and personal messages and photos are leaked. So that's kind of like the vibe of Gossip Girl, because I do believe there was a season of Gossip Girl where the site was hacked and people found out who was sending in secrets and gossip and everything, and it caused a bunch of chaos, especially within the main friend group. And that's kind of what that book does. So it's perfect for my list this month. Another one is A Famous in Love by Rebecca. I'm having a hard time with names, but this is what it looks like. It is a freeform series starring Bella Thorne. I have not watched that yet, and I don't know if it's still being filmed or not, so I'll look into that. But this was a high school setting, kind of being like in the spotlight, romance and drama and that kind of thing. So it's a similar vibe, just kind of like being in the spotlight. I want to say, to me, this was more of like a Dan Humphrey vibe book, where because Paige, the main character Paige, goes from the quiet streets of her hometown for a bustling film set. So this is kind of like, in a way, this was like Dan Humphrey going from basically a nobody in his high school to, being linked to Serena and Blair and being friends with Nate and just kind of being like part of the it crowd. So that's kind of vibes I got from that, and that's why it's in the list. Another one is this book called Listen to Your Heart by Kasie West. It is such a cute freaking cover. I'm kind of obsessed with this. And we picked this one out. My sister had picked this one out because the main character, Kate, she doesn't like talking to people. She's kind of like, I don't know. She's not a people person, which sometimes I can relate to. I would prefer to not have to talk to people because I don't like public speaking, which is ironic that I say that because I had this YouTube video and like eventually a lot of people are going to see these videos. So in a way, I'm talking to a lot of people, but I don't like it. Like when I have to talk to like a crowd of people like in the same room. But Kate's friend Elena gets her to join the podcast at the high school that they go to, and now she's answering calls from people and giving advice on the air. So that was kind of like a Gossip Girl vibe a little bit. Just because with Gossip Girl, they give advice in their own weird, judgmental way, I guess. I don't know how I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm getting at. Like, if you watch the show, in a weird roundabout way, Gossip Girl gives advice on love and friendship and all of that. And that's what Kate gets to do in the high school podcast. So, similar vibe. So this one is the one that's also been on my list for a while to read. My sister, I think she's read this one and she really enjoyed it and she needs someone to talk to about it. So, here I am, I'm gonna read it. And this is The Sun is Also a Star. While it's not the same as Gossip Girl in the sense of a website, blog site, app, whatever, giving gossip and advice and all of that, it does take place in New York, and it has family problems, it has a little bit of drama, it has love, it has basically, like, you know, following your path that the universe puts you on, all of that. So, I don't know. Like I said, I wanted to read this for a while, and I just never really had a chance to do so. So, this obviously was a must put on my list of books to read. And last but not least, at least of the physical books that I have, is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. Love Simon. This one, I wasn't entirely sure on reading. I don't want to say that. I knew that this was like a popular read because of the Love Simon movie. I didn't get on the bandwagon right away for this. And that's just because I have this fear from when I was younger that anytime that I like something that was considered like popular in society, I used to be made fun of. A big one of that is Twilight. I enjoyed the Twilight books. I loved the movies. I can't say I liked the movies. I loved the movies. I was super into it. And I used to have people in my life who would make fun of that and say, "Oh, you know, you're not a real reader because you're just jumping on bandwagons, blah blah blah." So I was a little hesitant on getting on board with this. However, that did not stop me from wanting to read this and from seeing the movie. But my thing is, if there's a book first, I would want to read the book before I watch the show or the movie. I have to. I don't know why. I have to read book first. Does that make me crazy? Probably. Is it going to stop me from doing that in the future? Absolutely not. The only thing that I have not read before watching the show or movie, there's been 2 times. One was The Best of Me by Nicola Sparks. I watched the movie first and then read the book, and I hated myself for that. And then recently I just finished Game of Thrones, and I have not read the books yet. They're on my to-read list, but I have not read them yet. So, that's why I have this. Because I want to read this before I watch the movie, and then, before I watch the Hulu show too, because I know there's a Hulu show called Love, Victor, and that looks really good. It looks cute, and I am a sucker for cute. So, there you have it. There's my list, and I'm going to show you all the books all together here. I don't know which order I'm going to read these ones yet, but I do know that I want to start with this one. And it's kind of funny because if you look at these covers, whether it's from the side or with this one here, all the covers kind of match with a theme. Red, pink, orange, like, and I did not mean to do that, but it's kind of funny because if you watch Gossip Girl, I think it's safe to say that Blair's favorite color is red. Yeah, I would say that. I would say it's red. But she wears orange, she wears yellow, she wears pink, and I mean, she wears color. She wears color. Shit, that's her thing. It's like a pop of color. Pop of color is her signature thing. But just go by going from memory, because I have not looked at pictures of, like, you know, everyone's got like their one Pinterest board of their favorite TV shows. I used to have one. I think almost every picture that I have of Blair she was wearing something red. So it's safe to say that red's her color. So that's kind of the theme that I got going on with these books, is red. So, all right, well, that is it for this video. Like I said, next month, July's theme is The Greatest Showman. So if you have anything that you recommend, I have 2 in mind already that I want to get before, and they're both circus-themed stories. But I believe both of them are also in the fantasy horror spectrum. I'll have to look into that. But that's fun. It gives you an idea. So basically anything that, you know, you think ties into The Greatest Showman, you can send them my way, whether you comment down below or send them to me through social media, or you can always send me an email, and we can have a conversation. So I like to make new friends, and I like to hear, you know, book recommendations and song recommendations and all of that. So I'll leave all those links down below for you guys if you want to check them out. And I'm done. So I will see you guys in my next video. I'm not sure exactly when that is going to be, but I do have some fun stuff in store. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye.